Hey, it says recording. Let's go. Episode 9. And the first time ever, we have a guest. My friend Haley from school.
Hello.
Super glad that you're on here with us. And how this all sparked, we're actually going to do the post of the week right now before anything else. Post of the week is to go check out Haley. She does her own food reviews on Instagram TV at the Haley Thomas. I got that right?
Correct.
Awesome. And it's food reviews with Haley. Check them out. They're super, super cool. They're super funny. It's just some wild stuff. This week's was on point. We're gonna dive into it. I'm excited. But yeah, here we go. 3 people. Look at this. This is awesome.
Yep. First ever guest on the hashtag Nisto Bros podcast. This is very monumental. Very exciting.
Monumental. So
it's an honor. It's an honor.
Oh, good. We're glad to have you here. And for those people that want to be a guest on the show, this is proof that we'll actually do it. So do it. Also, shout out to the lady at Dunkin'. She gave me 2 of my iced coffees today, but she charged me twice, so I was kind of annoyed. So I was, all right, so she hands me straws first without the drinks. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. She hands me 1 drink, put it in the cup holder. I got 2, 1 for me, 1 for my mom. And then she goes to hands me more straws. And I'm like, you already gave me straws. Like, I'm cool. These paper straws are doo-doo. I don't like them. I don't want them. And then she hands me my drink, and I put it in the cup holder, and I'm ready to go. And she's like, oh, do you want your other drink? And I was like, you gave me both drinks already. And she's like, and then I'm like, can I leave? And she's like, oh, I charged you for 3. I'm like, well, why the hell did you do that? So she gave me 2 of mine, but yeah, that's what happened. Then she gave me more straws. I'm like, I don't want these paper straws. So I got one of these metal straws, reusable.
Nice.
Great. I'm excited. Birthdays. We got 2. We're shouting out today. Jake the Snake Roberts. He's probably like 9,000 years old.
Very old.
Very, very old. But still relevant in the AEW wrestling, AEW, all elite wrestling. He's there. That big dude, Lance Archer. Happy birthday, Jake the Snake Roberts.
And then also happy birthday to Kings forward Harrison Barnes of the Sacramento Kings. I should clarify that, not
That's
LA.
Basketball for the people that don't know.
You know, that's Mike's other team besides the Bucks, the Kings.
Yeah. So second best team in the league, the best in the West.
Well, you know,
come on,
not exactly.
Come on. No. They're the Kings. The Kings are the best, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's a dive for another day. But let's talk about these episodes. I want to hear from Haley. I want to hear all about the ice cream, the cotton candy ice cream with Pop Rocks. You heard it correct, folks. Cotton candy ice cream with Pop Rocks in it. Tell us about it.
So my roommate is originally from Georgia. And there's this place called Brewster's. I know it's in Maryland, but like I don't know if it's any more northern. But I know it's very southern, and it's kind of like a Carvel, but not really. It's a little bit different. And he wanted this one specific flavor, like kind of brought him back to his childhood. It's called Cotton Candy Explosion. Now the explosion part is red and blue Pop Rocks inside. And you know, it depends on, you know, what part of the ice cream you get. You can have like a big chunk of Pop Rocks, or like there's barely any until you like kind of dig around. So we drove actually an hour there to get it because there was only one location that we know of that carries this flavor. The ones that are near us don't have this flavor. So like we had to call and make sure before we drove an hour. So we get there and he gets a little dish for himself, but he also gets 2 half gallons of this ice cream because he loves this ice cream. So I've never had this ice cream before. All I've had was like Carvel and stuff from in New York and Baskin Robbins, but like that's not popular here. Apparently Brewster's is. So he made me try it and I was like, wow, this is really good. But then we like did like an actual review, like kind of just focusing on this ice cream after the popcorn, of course. And this ice cream had such good flavor. Like I love Ben and Jerry's and like things like that. Don't get me wrong, but like sometimes it's way, way, way too sweet. Mm-hmm. But this ice cream, it didn't like necessarily taste like cotton candy because cotton candy is like very sugary, but it was like the smoothest flavor. And the Pop Rocks are the best part because like you don't know how like pop rocky it's gonna be. In my video, I actually had a Pop Rock in my mouth and it was so like it exploded in my mouth so much like spit flew out of my mouth. If you watch far enough into the video, you'll see it, and it's just so funny. Like my roommate almost fell off the stool.
Yeah, I remember there were certain parts where you can literally hear the Pop Rocks going off in your guy's mouth. Like it was crazy. It was.
I was like, so then the other night, because he had gotten the second half gallon. I'm on a diet right now. I can't have like any sweets or anything. So he's like, I know you can't have this, but I need to show you something. And I was like, what? And in the half gallon on the top, I kid you not, this much was clumped on the top, like numerous amounts. Like I can't even tell you how many were in there.
All
full
of
Pop Rocks.
Wow.
And I was like, so I think the first one we got was like maybe the bottom of the barrel because I'm sure they like emptied the whole thing for him. But this one had like a crazy amount of Pop Rocks in it.
Wow.
Like, I think it was like a great invention. I asked him, like, does it taste like the one back home? He's like, 100%. And I was like.
So you said that originated in Georgia? You said he's from Georgia?
So, yeah, he's from Georgia. So that's how he knew of this ice cream place. Like, he said he used to eat it all the time back home. And whenever he does go home, he gets it every single time.
And are you in school in Maryland? Because I know you said Maryland. They have it there, too.
Oh, no. So my friend lives in Maryland. I'm in Florida.
Oh, okay.
See Mickey right there?
Oh, yeah, I see him now.
I work for Disney, so.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, we had to drive all the way to almost Tampa to get this ice cream.
Wow.
And from Orlando, it's like a good, if you don't speed, it's like an hour and a half.
I mean, that speaks a lot about the ice cream itself, that you would drive an hour or an hour and a half just for ice cream. Like that. Yes. That speaks volumes on how good this ice cream is. So I definitely need to check that out next time I'm in like Maryland or Georgia.
Yeah, we got connections in Maryland. We
do. Shout out Aunt Sue.
Shout out Aunt Sue. So that's definitely gonna have to be something we check out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely make sure that they have cotton candy explosion. Like you don't need like a giant one, but like even just like 2 scoops of it like does it justice for sure.
We got to do it. World open up to normalcy so I can go get some cotton explosion.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Wow. Cotton candy explosion. What was it? What was the ice cream brand again? Brewster's?
Brewster's, yeah.
Brewster's. Okay.
Yes.
Have to keep my eye out for that. For sure. Os, what did you have on Nisto drinks? Because I actually think that like the stars aligned for all of our episodes. Haley, I think yours was on Wednesday, right?
I think so, yeah.
Wednesday, and then Austin's Thursday, and then I'm Friday. And now here we are Saturday. Look at this.
Yeah, so hashtag Thirsty Thursday this week. Nisto drinks. We did I still don't know how to pronounce it. It's spelled IZZE. It's like a sparkling I said Izzy. Like Izzy, I don't know. Is like fizz with an E at the end.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. End doesn't have the like a Y sound like it is.
Right. But get better, more able to be pronounced branding is what I say to them. Anyway, I tried the sparkling grapefruit. Izzy beverage. I'm just gonna say Izzy from now on, and
that's fine.
We got it from Chipotle. You know, Chipotle they have like some beverages that you can just buy like in the bottles. So I think it's like available at other stores and stuff like that though. And if you remember a few weeks back, I did the grapefruit juice episode,
Right.
and I said, that's pretty bitter and gross. So I wanted to try it in a different setting, and this one was a lot sweeter. It was more of like a subtle grapefruit taste, but you could really like. It was so subtle almost that when I tasted it, I was like, what did I even just taste? Like it was pretty much just like that fizziness like that you really got. And that might be because I don't really have a lot of soda anymore. So maybe it's like, maybe that's why, but yeah, it was good. That's kind of how I summed it up at the end of the review. It was, not the best, not the worst. It was good.
Kind of there.
Yeah. I did receive a comment though. Shout out to my friend Mike, not you.
Not me.
Yeah. But he said that the apple and the orange flavors were his favorite and he really liked them.
Apple
So
flavor.
and something interesting I noted on the ingredient list for the drink
Right.
was that grapefruit juice concentrate was the fourth fruit juice listed.
Wow.
First was I think it was apple and then grape and then something else and then grapefruit juice, which I thought was interesting. But it still tasted like it had that grapefruit.
Primarily grapefruit.
Yeah. So
That's
I thought that was
interesting that
interesting.
they threw in like all kinds of juices on there, like apple and grape, like you said. Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Like you said, the grapefruit, like the first one that you had, is kind of like a bitter, and I think that's kind of really what grapefruit's like known for, is like that that bitterness, and it's like almost like an acquired taste. I think from what I really know about it. I'm personally not really a fan, but like if someone gave it to me, I'd probably have it.
Yeah, this was like more like sweetened and stuff. It did say no added sugar though, so I guess it's healthy something. I don't know.
Naturally sweetened.
Yeah, naturally sweetened, exactly.
Right.
Healthy sugars, whatever that means.
Yeah. And then, so we had the unfunny Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, so
on.
Yeah, so what was it? Thursday night. I put on on my Snapchat. Oh crap! Something popped up on my computer. Sorry. Yeah, put on one of those YOLO things, anonymous, ask me questions because I'm like, I'm a middle schooler again or whatever. But yeah, some jabroni says you're an unfunny Dave Portnoy, and I was like, all right, cool, thanks. Like, hey, at least you're watching. So whoever you are, thanks for watching.
Thanks for the
support.
view.
Yeah, thanks for the view, guy or gal. And thanks for the love mail. Love it. Thanks. But yeah, so in honor of that jabroni calling me an unfunny Dave Portnoy, I thought it would be appropriate to do a pizza review. And so I had this frozen pizza from Costco. It was, I think it's just like a regular cheese pizza. It's kind of just okay. In the review, we had like bacon bits. We added some bacon bits on it, like before you put it into the oven, really get it all going and stuff. But the bacon helped a lot. I mean, it's kind of like what you'd expect from a frozen pizza, really. But it's pretty good. It has a good crunch to it. I think you could even hear it in the review. The crust is like nice and thin and crunchy. It's good. I liked it. I would much rather have like real pizza or even like Domino's pizza over the frozen pizza. It's middle of the road score it got, but that was mainly just me trying to troll whoever called me unfunny Dave Portnoy. So whoever that clown was, thanks for the love. I want to know who it is. I want to know. I'll find you and I'll thank you. So that wraps it up for our reviews. Real quick, next week, the Big 10, the big episode 10.
Double digits.
Double digits of Nisto Bros pod. So with that being said, what we're going to do next week, we are going to do the first ever live edition of the Nisto Bros podcast. It's going to be big. We're going to go Instagram live with the share screen things. We're going to do some like Q&A, drop some comments in the questions in the comments, not comments.
There you go. There you go.
Questions in the comments. That one. Questions in the comments. We'll answer all those. We'll be doing our own kind of thing. It's going to be fun. You don't want to miss the Big 10, the big episode 10. Speaking of live editions, we are going to announce the winner of the second ever Hall of Fame bracket. Now, when we finished the episode, Austin and I realized that we done goofed. We messed up here. So when we realized that it was going to be a fan vote on who wins, whether it was Mountain Dew, my pick, or Sprite, Austin's pick, we're like, okay, yeah, sounds great on paper. We're going to throw it up on Instagram, have people vote. Dummies. If we just did that, people wouldn't have to watch the episode.
Yeah, if we said, okay, we're voting between Sprite and Mountain Dew, then the whole episode was based on this bracket we have,
right,
narrowing it down to Sprite versus Mountain Dew. Why does anyone have to watch the episode?
Right.
If we already tell them what the two things are. So we goofed on that one for sure.
We done goofed. We're human. We're acknowledging that we goofed. So what we did afterwards, that's why we had it as Austin's pick and Michael's pick. So you had to, you still got the flow of the episode, and didn't have any spoilers at the end there, just looking at the view of the bracket on the Instagram stories. That being said, since we goofed, we discussed this afterwards on how can we make this better, because we always want to make things better. So we discussed how we should do Hall of Fame episodes going forward, and what we decided to do is every Hall of Fame episode is going to be live. We're going to do the live stream on the Instagram, so we might just pick a winner right there. We might have a winner right there in the comments, everyone voting right there if it comes down to a fan vote, and we're going to do that. So we're going to go live for every Hall of Fame episode going forward, so we do not goof. We don't goof up again. And that doesn't mean every live episode will be Hall of Fame, but every Hall of Fame will be live. That make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So that if it does, if Mike and I can't come to an agreement on the final inductee like we did for last week, then the fans can help us decide live rather than us posting the poll with our options again, because
we really dropped the ball there, just like I dropped the ball and didn't put a song on my TikTok this week. That being said, the winner by a landslide.
Yep.
By a landslide. Man, I had something planned. I was going to do something funny or maybe unfunny, since I'm an unfunny Dave Portnoy, but forget
That's
it.
Right.
We had millions and millions of votes. And the landslide victory and the second ever Hall of Fame induction goes to Sprite. Sprite is in the Hall of Fame. Austin's pick wins by a landslide, like 1 million votes to 500,000 votes. something like that. It was a
Yeah,
lot to
rounding
keep
a
up.
little bit, you know.
Yeah, give or take a few. There, it was a landslide though. I have to admit, it was a landslide. Well deserved for Sprite. I'm humble in my defeat.
Yeah, I'm very excited to honor Sprite into the hashtag Nisto Bros Hall of Fame. Second ever inductee, Giannis Antetokounmpo is now joined by Sprite. Hashtag Nisto Bros approved
Yeah. So
Hall of Fame.
Giannis on
Yep.
on your new shoes, your freak ones or your freak twos. It's got to have Nisto Bros Hall of Fame on the shoe, and Sprite going forward on all your cans. It better say Nisto Bros Hall of Fame on there, or else it's garbage. So that being said, went over the episodes. We announced our winner. We are going to do a pick three with our good friend Haley here. So I'm going to share my screen, and since we're all foodies, and for the audio only listeners, we will. You guys see the screen?
It's
It's loading for
Oh,
me.
it's loading. Okay. So for the audio listeners, the audio learners, as I said last week.
There we go.
It's up now.
I got it.
Good.
Yes.
Yep, I got it.
Awesome. So for the audio learners, where I will describe what we're looking at here for the visual learners. So it's the only pick three. You can only keep three, and we have some pretty good restaurants here. So there's 9 restaurants. I'll read them off from 1 to 9. We got Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Cracker Barrel, Chili's, Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory, TGI Fridays, PF Chang's, and lastly, Buffalo Wild Wings. Some power restaurants here, I must say.
I'd say
Some
power
heavy
chain
hitters.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Power moves here. I guess honorable mention, Ruby Tuesdays. Did they go out of business?
I believe so.
I think they
yeah,
did.
I think up there, but
Yeah.
not in the South. The South,
Not in the
apparently, we still have some.
Oh,
so.
that's good.
Oh.
That's good to know. Ruby
Yeah.
Tuesdays was like one of my childhood restaurants that I'd always go
Me
to.
Me too.
They were like the first restaurant that I ever encountered that had those like the fried onion, like the onion straws, I think is what they called them. Oh man, so good.
I remember going to the one at the Sunrise Mall once.
There was one at the Sunrise Mall.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even know that. There was one. I think it was like Farmingdale. That was the one
Yes.
that I always went to.
Yeah, I remember the
was my
Farmingdale one as
go-to.
well.
I remember I would always ask my mom, like, "Ma, can we go to Ruby Tuesdays?" Not Tuesday, but can we go? So that's what we're looking at here. Really good options. It's going to be tough to only pick 3 of these. What's for Haley and Austin, the box on the side with all of our faces? What's the layout? Is it me, Haley, Austin?
Mine just has whoever speaks.
Mine also does, but we're on different devices. We're not on computers, so that might be.
Okay, on mine it's me, Haley, Austin. I'm just trying to think of an order of who goes in that order. So you want to do that? You want to do me? I'll pick one. Haley will pick one. Austin pick one, and then back to the top.
That's
Sure.
cool with me.
All right, cool. That being said, I started off. I think this was a pretty easy pick for me, is Red Lobster. I absolutely love their biscuits, their rolls, or whatever you want to call them. Mwah. Deliciousness, goodness, probably so bad for you, but I would eat like 17 and a half of them in one sitting. They're just so good. I remember, man, it's been a couple years now. Before I had major surgery to get wired shut, my last meal of choice was Red Lobster. So I went in on some shrimp and, of course, those biscuits. Red Lobster is my first of 3.
Can I just throw something out there before we move
Absolutely.
on to the next one? Would you rather have the Red Lobster biscuits
I know what you're gonna say.
or
I know what you're gonna say.
I know you're, but I have to ask. So,
Gotta
or
ask.
the Texas Roadhouse bread with the butter. You just may choose 3, choose 1. But
Honorable. That's an honorable mention too. Texas Roadhouse.
yeah,
Not being
Texas
on there.
Roadhouse.
Pretty disrespectful because that would definitely be one that I'd save. Oh my god! If I had to choose, I'd honestly probably just flip a coin. Oh my god! There's no wrong answer. I think.
No.
I think though I'd go with the Texas Roadhouse. That butter is just
Yeah, that's something else. It's out of this world.
Out of this world. Even the roll just by itself is really good. But
Yeah.
that butter, I would bathe in that butter.
I've only been once, so I've only had it once, so I can't.
Oh man, you gotta go.
I can't enjoy this pick one because
Oh,
maybe I would pick those even though I've only had them once.
Yeah, I don't know if they're down in Florida at all, but there's one in Deer Park by the outlets.
Yes.
When you come back home, there's one there. They have like weird hours though. They're like only open late. They open at like 4 p.m. or something like that.
I guess they only do a dinner shift.
Yeah, but it's always popping there. So,
Hmm.
Haley, what's your first pick? What are you thinking here?
So my number one would have to be the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Just because sometimes your food takes forever at the Cheesecake Factory and sometimes it's cold because, I'm also very picky because I went to culinary school. So that's my downfall. But I really like their carbonara there. But I change it up a little bit. I get bow ties instead of I don't know if it's linguine or spaghetti, but they have like one of the long pieces of pasta. But I get bow ties and then I don't eat bacon. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize for everyone who's about to attack me for that. But I really like the peas in it. And I like the cheese sauce that they have with it. So I think that's one of my top favorites there. But also, like, every time I go, I try a new cheesecake. And that cheesecake is not like the best cheesecake. But honestly, I love their cheesecake because I can walk in and I'm like, hey, can I just get a piece of cheesecake to go? I think that's my favorite part of the whole experience. It's like they have a to-go cheesecake window. Like, I'll take it. But I love this. The s'mores cheesecake is so good.
Fire.
My favorite.
That one
with a torched marshmallow on top. So good.
That's up there for sure. I agree with that. Their range on cheesecake is undeniable.
Oh my gosh, they got a piece for everyone.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep. One of the only things for Cheesecake Factory with me is that their menu is so big. It always takes me so long to figure out what I want.
Yeah.
I can never just
I agree with that.
I don't have a go-to there. I always want to try something different because there's so many things.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Once you decide.
I can confidently say I don't think I've ever ordered the same thing twice there because of how big their menu is.
Really?
It's incredible. Yeah. I don't think
I feel like when I choose, I really choose, and then when the server comes over, I change my mind instantly because I saw like 14 other different things I want to try.
Yeah, there's just so many good options there.
So many.
Boss, what are you saying for your first keeper?
Okay, my first one, I have a feeling Mike is going to choose it too, but I'm not 100% sure. My first one is going to be Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
It's got to be B-dubs. Personally, myself, I've been craving wings. Whenever I see wings on any commercial at any time, I say right then and there, I need to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Like no matter, every time. There's something about wings for me that just like sends me over the edge. I need them. I want them now. They're just so good. And Buffalo Wild Wings has so many different kinds. Yeah, Haley?
So I have a question. Are you a bone-in or a boneless person?
Ooh.
Yeah. So I typically order boneless.
touchy subject here.
You know,
Ooh.
they're not wing, whatever. But
Yeah.
I do like bone in too. It's just that I would prefer
Traditional.
if they're boneless. Less messy on the fingers, fork and
Yeah,
knife.
that's true.
I'm the same way. I prefer the boneless as well.
Oh my.
You don't like bacon. I don't know if you have any to say on the subject of traditional or boneless. I'm just saying, because I get a lot of heat for it too. They're like, "Oh, it's just chicken nuggets with sauce."
It is just chicken nuggets.
Like
It is.
that hater. Keep your haterade somewhere else. Like Austin said, it's so much cleaner on the fingies. You're not a slob. Like I get okay, maybe this is a little. I just contradict myself right now because I said you're not a slob when you're eating the boneless versus traditional. Because what I like to do, I just stab it with a fork and one bite, done. Like I don't know. I feel like it's just so much work with traditional. I don't dislike traditional, but I prefer boneless.
Okay, so now another question.
Here we go.
What is your sauce of choice?
Go to every time is garlic parm. I love garlic parm.
Yeah, that's my second choice, especially for Buffalo Wild Wings. Mine easily anywhere I go, honey barbecue. Honey barbecue, 100%.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion, I think. I might get some heat for this too, but hey, I'm an unfunny Dave Portnoy. What can I say? I honestly think Applebee's wings, their honey barbecue wings, better than Buffalo Wild Wings. I said it.
Wow.
I said it.
Oh no, you might get hate for that.
But Buffalo Wild Wings, the garlic parm, undeniable. Yeah. I get the half and half. I get half garlic parm, half honey barbecue. Mwah.
Oh my!
I know what I'm doing after this. I'm going. What I'm doing.
I've tried the garlic parm there, and I'm not a fan.
Not a fan. Oh man.
I mean, I'm like a I like honey barbecue is my number one, but I'm also kind of like a I like dry rubs, and their chipotle rub is so good.
That one's good too. What I usually do is I get a half garlic parm and then half whatever else I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll go dry rub. Sometimes I'll go another sauce. But yeah, the chipotle dry rub is really good too.
So good.
Yeah, I think all this wing talk, my second will probably have to be Buffalo Wild Wings too. Even though I just said I like Applebee's honey barbecue wings. Really the only thing about Applebee's is their honey barbecue wings that I really do enjoy. But Buffalo Wild Wings, even their fries, their fries are really good. I think they have pretty underrated fries. Just get a basket of fries. Really good. A small thing that I really enjoy with Buffalo Wild Wings, I like that it's not consistent, but sometimes they'll give you carrots with your wings. I like carrots. So I'm going wing, carrot, but that's just me. Buffalo Wild Wings will be my number 2. That's my number 2.
Yeah.
Haters.
My number 2 would have to be Cracker Barrel.
Someone had to pick it.
Yes, someone had to. I also live right behind a Cracker Barrel, so
that's cool.
Obviously in an apartment building, y'all, not behind the dumpster or anything. So what I like about Cracker Barrel, now it's funny because I like the atmosphere. I like the price point because the price point at Cracker Barrel isn't too high.
Yeah.
You see a lot of advertisements here saying 30 meals for $8.99 and below at Cracker Barrel, whatever. That's great. If you're you don't want to cook at home, but you don't have a lot of money to spend or whatever, Cracker Barrel. But what's amazing is that I love their brioche French toast. I also really like their Coca-Cola chocolate cake. And I love Coke. So, I mean, I had to try it. And then their biscuits are really good, and their biscuits and gravy are good.
Yeah, their
And their
biscuits are
chicken
really good.
dumplings are good. So, I mean, I don't eat
That's
there
a
too
lot of
often.
things that are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Here, just write it all down.
It's a
I
good.
mean, there's
It's a
some
good
things
reason to keep it.
like I'm not a big fan of like pancakes or waffles. Like French toast is like my number one. So like every time I
Yeah.
go, I get the French toast. But like I like a sweet breakfast choice and then like a savory breakfast choice. Like
Oh,
I went to Cracker Barrel on Thanksgiving because I was off on Thanksgiving. And what was amazing is it was my first Thanksgiving away from home. And I was hysterically crying in a booth by myself because I had
Aw.
no one to spend Thanksgiving with. And the
Aw.
Cracker Barrel waitress was amazing. It was just like
Aw.
such a good experience, you know? And I think they're pretty superior. I mean, sometimes they have their bad days like every restaurant, but definitely a good choice for breakfast. I wouldn't really go for dinner, but breakfast is definitely a must.
yeah. I think I think Cracker Barrel is like a strong breakfast, like lunch, brunch kind of restaurant to go to.
Yeah.
Second, like you said, the atmosphere is so nice. Like you walk in, like there's the gift shop and like all the, like even when you're just waiting, like you could be waiting for like a half hour and like you don't even notice because you're just like walking around the gift shop looking at all the
Yes.
cool stuff they have. Super cool.
Uh-huh.
And I like the
I was
little
playing
the thing to have on the tables with the
Oh yeah, the
golf
little peg
tees.
game.
Yeah, the peg game
Yeah.
always makes me feel dumb. Always tells me I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's like if you leave this many, you're
Yeah.
this. If you leave
Yeah.
this many, you're this.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I played checkers in that little store
yeah, the
with
big
my mom for
checkers
an
too. That's
hour.
right.
Yeah, and the hour flew by. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I think there's a reason why Cracker Barrel's not in New York, and it's because you need to be nice to work there. I think that has to be like one of the top credentials.
100%. Yes.
That's probably why it's not in New York, unfortunately. Because, well, let's be real, New Yorkers are not nice.
No. Most anyway.
Yeah, most.
Yeah,
Us, what do you
most.
got for your second?
For my second, we talked about it before. I'm going Applebee's for my number two.
Oh.
Now for Applebee's, I'm gonna say this right now. Their food isn't necessarily like my favorite thing, but
Okay.
it's more just like the environment and just like the memories I have of Applebee's,
That's a good
because
shout.
every they're like half off apps, right?
Oh,
So
Yes.
that was the spot. It's oh, what are we gonna do
That was
tonight? Oh, we can't go to your
half-apps.
house. Okay, let's go half apps. We're going.
man.
And just
Yes.
it's just the go-to automatic. Maybe you'll get some mozzarella sticks. You get
Onions.
This is kind of more new. You get in a big pretzel, the pretzel sticks, or
Yeah, with
Yes.
the
I
beer
forget.
cheese, right?
Yep,
Fire.
yes, Bavarian pretzel, I think, right?
Something,
That's what it's
something
called.
like that.
Something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
A huge pretzel.
Nachos.
Oh, it's a big
just
pretzel now?
Yeah, it's
like
like
so.
it's like massive.
Oh wow. Last time
Yeah.
I went they were sticks, so now I have to go try this.
Maybe there still are sticks, but they're either way. If it's a stick or a pretzel, either way they're really big.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that was kind of my reasoning for Applebee's. Like none of their entrees really ever like blow me away. Like I feel like I've definitely gone there more just for appetizers than for
Yeah.
like a meal.
For sure.
But yeah, so I just wanted to. I think I gotta keep Applebee's for that reason.
That's a good shout. Honestly, I agree. I like Applebee's, and I think that they're so different with the half apps. Like I don't think there's like anything else that has like a half apps like that. I think TGI Fridays has some like endless apps for a certain number or something like that. But
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, Applebee's half apps was like a big thing, like for me too for a while.
Yeah.
And I like the atmosphere. I liked how they have like on the walls, and I think Ruby Tuesdays was like this too. I shouted them out earlier, like
Yep.
like the local schools and stuff.
Yes.
On the walls. I think that's
That is
super
always cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know the one in Lindenhurst. Like a bunch of my friends are up on the Lindenhurst portion of the wall, so
Yes,
super
mine
cool.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super cool. I do like it. I think unfortunately, I think Applebee's might just be like just short for me for my
Honorable
fourth.
mention.
Yeah, honorable mention, definitely up there. But oh, man, I don't know. It's so tough. Like you might have sold me on Applebee's. You might have sold me that for me for the visual learners. That would I just want to throw this out. This is how my mind works. That would be a tic-tac-toe for me. I'd go 1-9. I'm just saying. And if Austin does that too, he would get a tic-tac-toe. I'm going down a rabbit hole here. Man, it's so tough. It's so tough. I'm gonna be honest. The PF Chang's, I don't think I've like if I've eaten there once, that's a lot. Like I don't even know if I've like I'll say it like I don't know if I've ever had it. So unfortunately, they're automatically disqualified. Sorry, PF Chang's. TGI Fridays never really did it for me. They're just kind of there. Nothing really jumps out at me. Olive Garden, a little pricey from what I remember. I don't really go there all that much, probably because of that. They have fire breadsticks.
Yes.
And it sucks because I'm Italian, but it's just there.
Yeah, don't ever go to the one in Times Square. It's more expensive.
That makes a lot of sense.
I went there on a date once. It was not good.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to eat anywhere in Times Square.
No.
Chili's is go-to. My ex worked there, so I would go there a lot. They have some good dishes. Applebee's, Cracker Barrel, and I'm putting the pin on it. My third is going to be the Cheesecake Factory. Applebee's is definitely a close fourth, but Cheesecake Factory, all those kind of cheesecakes, all their entrees are just fire no matter what you get. I really like their spaghetti and meatballs. They have really good meatballs there. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm not going to change my mind. Cheesecake Factory, that's it. Haley, take it away.
So I was thinking that my third choice would have been Fridays, but I've recently started liking them. I only like them because of their Jack Daniel's sauce that they have on their burgers or on their wings or something,
Really
which
good.
they're so good.
Yeah.
That sauce is just really good. But I think that my third choice would have to be Applebee's. Just Austin, you brought up a great point about like the nostalgic feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll never forget like all the times that I've been to half off apps, and like I don't know, I guess that's just like my high school kind of like my high school like, you know, after hours thing, because like obviously when you're in high school you can't go out and get a drink or go to a club or something.
Or
But, like you can go get half off apps, and like when you're a high school student you don't have a lot of money. So like the $12 wings that you get are $6, like, and then you just like if you want a water or whatever, or the money that you're saving you can use to buy like a lemonade or something. But like I loved being able to like everyone ordered something different and then everyone shared.
Everyone shared.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, I want the mozzarella sticks and the pot stickers, and my friends like, well, I'll get the mozzarella sticks. Yeah, exactly. I'll get the mozzarella sticks if you get the pot stickers, and it's like deal, like. And then you share. But like if the whole table shares, you get a bite of a pretzel, you get a wing, you get a boneless and a bone in, you get the pot stickers, like you get everything. You get a little bit of everything for $6.
You guys are making me want to change my mind, change my third pick.
I was just gonna say, Mike, no more pot stickers, no more.
Oh no, the honey barbecue
it.
wings. I gotta change it. I gotta change it back. I'm sorry. I'm taking it back over.
Taking it back.
Number 3, Applebee's.
Wow.
Gosh, I have to go with it. I have to. I can't change my mind. But now, last time I was there, actually, I don't think it was my last time. There was this jerk, Tyler. I'll never forget. Stupid Tyler. Hashtag fire Tyler. He was a jerk. I don't want to go into it, but he was a real jerk. I'm going to just say that. Tyler at the Applebee's in Lindenhurst. Jerk. I don't care if you're a fan of the pod. He's probably the one who thinks I'm unfunny Dave Portnoy, even though he doesn't have me on Snapchat. He's still a jerk. He's a chump. I hate that guy, but I've changed my mind. Applebee's is my third. God, I'm going to Applebee's after this, guys. I'm going to order some takeout.
So all three of us have chose Applebee's. And so now I'm going for my third one, the final one. This is really tough for me also.
Telling me.
I had it down between Red Lobster, Chili's, and Cheesecake Factory. So we're all in the same ballpark here with all of our picks. No offense, maybe a little bit of offense, to the others, Olive Garden, P.F. Chang's,
Yeah.
But
no offense, but maybe a little offense. What a line.
I'm going Chili's though.
Nice.
Oh.
So
Right.
I'm going Chili's, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings for my three. Another kind of like nostalgic memory thing. I think it was like my 6th or 7th grade birthday. It was like 7 or 8 of my friends. We got a big table at Chili's, and we were I remember this so clearly. We were super rowdy. There was a table near us that asked to get moved because
That's goals.
Yeah, we were so loud. I mean, like thinking back to it, I mean, like 6th and 7th or 6th
Yeah.
or 7th graders were
6th, 7th graders.
we don't even care, but
We were annoying.
Yeah.
yeah, big time. But
That's literally the goal, though. Like that
Yeah.
age. I'll share a story too when you're done. But I'm sorry to cut you off.
yeah, and just I remember also every time that my mom and I would go, I would always get the nachos as my meal, and I would always like pretend that I was on Man versus Food, and, like, trying to finish all the food. It was like a big plate of nachos, and I was pretending like I was trying to finish them all.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's great.
So Chili's, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings for me.
Yeah, that's really good. They had really good cheese fries too. The loaded cheese fries, like in the like the skillet. Those were really good.
Yeah. Chili's and Applebee's pretty similar, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chili's got that little pizzazz on it. I don't know what to say.
baby back ribs.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to throw that in.
What was my top three were Red Lobster, Buffalo Wild Wings, and depending on my mood, Applebee's or Cheesecake Factory.
To be
but-
determined.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure. I'd probably go with Applebee's as long as Tyler's not there. I was thinking of a couple restaurants that are not on this list that could easily be on there. Red Robin is one of them. Had a bad
Yeah, I
experience
was thinking
there.
that.
Had a bad experience there too. Fire Ryan. If I remember your name as my waiter or waitress, you are either exceptionally great or the absolute worst.
Yes, I agree.
In these two
Yeah.
cases, the worst. The woat, if you will. Worst of all time. The woat. Yeah. Hashtag Fire Ryan. Hashtag Fire Tyler. Those guys were chumps. And another one I thought of, maybe not as popular as all these for like adults, but Friendlies. I thought Friendlies could be on there.
I went to Friendly's the other day,
Friendlies
actually.
is great. They have like a super good like honey barbecue chicken like sandwich. Oh, so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And the little the monster ice cream with the
Ice
with
cream,
Reese's
yeah.
stuff.
The ice cream
Yes.
is a big thing there too.
Yeah, their
That's-
ice cream is
Oof.
huge.
It's where ice cream makes the meal. Hello.
Yeah, it definitely does. Definitely does. The story I wanted to share real quick was it was a similar story with like you said, Austin. I was like in 6th grade, all the cool kids would go to Friendlies. That was the spot in 6th grade. That was my peak of popularity. I'll say it. That was my peak. I was with the cool kids, and then I don't know what happened. 7th grade, that was it. I was done. But anyway, 6th grade, I was with the cool kids. And we would go there, had like a big table, like you said, and we were just the worst. Like if I was in this restaurant now with 6th grade me and that group, I'd be livid. We were so bad. Like they had these light fixtures. So
Oh, no.
it was like a bowl, and then it had the light in, but we found out that the top, it wasn't like sealed. So it wasn't like closed and then the light. So basically what I'm trying to get is if you threw something, say, oh, I don't know, some French fries up and in, you would see it in the bowl, because the light would shine on it. So we're sitting there like shooting French fries and all kinds of crap, like
My
the
gosh.
basketball player into the light fixtures.
Those people definitely hated you.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. They could not wait to get us out. Yeah, good times. That was my peak of popularity. 6th grade. Go me. So Haley, want to refresh? What was your top 3?
So my top 3 were Cheesecake Factory, Cracker Barrel, and Applebee's.
That's right. Those are
It's a little bit of it's not like necessarily the same food.
right.
One's more like upscale, you could say. It's kind of like Cheesecake Factory is like high, upper class. Applebee's is middle class, and like Cracker Barrel is lower class. Like,
Yeah, that's
so
pretty fair
it
to
depends
say.
on what my wallet's saying that day.
Yeah, you're feeling bougie. You're going to Cheesecake Factory, but if you're
But
feeling
I mean,
like
Buffalo Wild Wings was close.
yeah,
Oh yeah, if I'm feeling like half off, well then again, Applebee's could be middle lower class because half off apps.
Yeah, you get a lot
Those
of
were the best.
the middle school, high school kids. I want to share my screen now. I think. How do I do that? Oh, probably where it says stop share.
It's funny because when I go to Applebee's half off now, I'm kind of scared because I don't want to see people that I know.
Right.
And like
Same.
when I'm looking so good, I don't see anyone. But when I'm like in sweatpants and like a hoodie and like my hair's tied up, whatever,
That's when you see everybody.
it's like, oh, everyone from your 2015 graduating class decided to come to Applebee's half off today too. Like, good for you. And it's the worst. Like I've seen exes there before. Ugh, not a good time.
No,
And of course, it's when I'm not looking good. It's like, you're missing out on this. Aren't you glad you got out while you could? But I mean, I still go there.
That's definitely a tough one. Like going now, it's like when I was going then, it's like I didn't think about the annoying people there because I was the annoying person there. Now I go,
Right.
grumpy old man. I'm like, I want my freaking wings now. I don't want to hear all about all these kids and their TikToks, even though I'm not one of them, and all this nonsense. I'm like, I don't care about Joey and Caitlin making out under the bleachers and stuff. Like, my wings. They're so loud too.
Exactly at 10:01 when it starts.
10:01, they're swarming in. I'm like, come on.
You could even walk in that lobby when it started.
Oh my goodness, yeah. The one by me over here by the Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove, 10:01. It's like people would sit in their cars at like 9:55 until 10 o'clock, and everyone would just swarm. And if school was out, like if school was off on a Monday or something, Sundays packed. It was like nuts. When school was out, it was packed over there. I have to like throw bows just to put my name in. But Applebee's is great. And Buffalo Wild Wings. When sports are happening, those are like the places to be. Those are the places to be.
I mean, I am not a huge fan of like sports bars because I work in a sports bar, so
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think I ever want to eat a chicken wing ever again. Like the amount of chicken wings we make. I work at the ESPN Club on the boardwalk at Disney.
That sounds awesome for someone not working there.
I mean, cool things like that, like retired baseball players. Like I had asked Walter, you know who Walter is.
Yeah.
Like I asked him who a specific person was. He's like, oh yeah, like, he's pretty big or he's not big. So it's like, but a lot of retired like Giants players, Phillies players, things like that.
That's Florida.
So it's really cool. I mean,
really cool.
spring training is down here, so they're always
Yeah,
around
right,
here
right.
somewhere.
Oh snap! They're probably swarming there. Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yes.
That's really cool. I gotta
Yeah.
go to Florida and check that place out.
Yeah. I mean, NBA might be coming to Disney, so
Oh, all right.
finish
You know,
their season. So
yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Haley, thank you for coming on to the Nisto Bros.
thank you for
podcast.
having me.
Our first ever guest. So if you want to be a guest, let us know, myself or Dunkston_donuts. Yeah, this was a great episode, great time. We love having guests on here, even though it's the first time. We would love to have more guests.
Yep.
Looking forward to doing the live next week. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. Check out Haley's Instagram, the Haley Thomas, for her food, blah, blah, easy for me to say, food reviews with Haley on IGTV. Fire content. Fire.
Got some new stuff coming out soon. So
Oh, you guys heard it here first on the Nisto Bros pod.
We'll teaser.
Little teaser.
if you like Pop-Tarts, just you
Oh,
wait.
that's so funny. Austin tweeted, was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday I tweeted out a poll: Pop-Tarts or Pop-Ums?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was just out of curiosity, for no reason. I was just wondering. Right now, I think Pop-Tarts is in the lead, though.
Hey, these Pop-Tarts that I tried, but I guess you'll have to see.
You gotta
Okay.
see. You gotta see.
All right.
Go on. Follow the Haley Thomas on Instagram, IGTV, food reviews with Haley. Austin, you got anything?
Yep. At Dunkston_donuts on TikTok and Instagram. For hashtag Nisto Drinks every Thursday, hashtag Thirsty Thursday.
Oh yeah.
And then where can we find?
Food Fridays, hashtag Nisto Eats, at Nisto Eats on TikTok, at hashtag spelt out Nisto Eats on Instagram. Haley, do you have a specific day that you do your food reviews, or is it just kind of?
It's just kind of random. Like I do a bunch and then like I'll edit them and then decide when I want to post them.
Okay,
So I have a few waiting. So
she's
maybe
got
I'll
some in
post
the
them every
archives.
Wednesday. I do have some in the archives.
Got
Yes.
some in the archives, so I'm looking forward to them for sure. I hope you guys as well. Follow her, follow us, and enjoy our content. And definitely show up next week for the 10th episode of the Nisto Bros podcast. Get ready for those questions. Send them in. Write them down, because if you think of something now, bring it to Saturday. Bring it next week. Bring the heat. We want all those questions, and we're going to answer every single one of them. Hopefully.
Yep.
That's
All
it.
right. Yep. Signing off. I'm going to say peace, love, sip,
Eat and
and listen.
thank you.